Hey everybody, Phil Clemente here, Air Filtration Solutions. Hope you all had a nice extended weekend. I know they're always too short, but hope you all enjoyed it and stood safe. Today, I would like to talk about the importance of heat exchange. Now, if you're a mechanical engineer, then you know the importance of heat exchange, but I do have a number of viewers that are not mechanical contractors or are not mechanical engineers. So, heat exchange, I feel that explaining heat exchange to those viewers that would help them to understand why not all air filters are the same. And for you mechanical engineers out there, it's another way of showing that I, as a HVAC air filter distributor, know what I'm talking about. I understand the importance of filters keeping everything that they're intended to protect downstream clean. Now, these are coils. So the coils have the copper tubing which extends all the way down. The coils are pressed on top of the copper tubing so they become one. And this is where heat exchange occurs. Now, heat exchange is the removal of heat from the air being drawn in from outside that passes through filters and evaporative coils, eventually coming out the registers to cool a facility or designated areas. And that's very important because you want the air coming out of the registers to be as cold as can be. It's more efficient and more effective to cool a facility or designated areas. Think of it this way. It's a hot summer day and you want a cold glass of water. Now you get 2 cups. You get 1 cup of hot water and 1 cup of room temperature water. It has no heat in it and it's not cold. It's not hot or cold. It's just room temperature. Now the room temperature cup is going to be where the heat exchange, okay? It's going to be ideal what we want with regards to heat exchange. Now get 2 equal amounts of ice and you put them in both cups, the hot water and the room temperature water. Now, just using common sense, what do you think is going to happen? Which cup of water is going to be the colder glass of water to drink? It's not going to be the one that was hot because you put the ice in it, the ice melts, and yeah, the water is going to be cooler than what it first started off to be because the ice that was in there got it cooler. But is it going to be cold and refreshing to drink on a hot summer day? No, it's not going to be. How about that other cup where the water was room temperature, it was neither hot or cold? You put the same amount of ice in it, it's going to get cold. Some of that ice will melt, not all, some, and then it's going to be cold to drink. It's the same thing with heat exchange. If you don't remove the heat from the air that's being drawn in when you introduce Freon or the cold for it to come out the registers, it's going to be like that cup of hot water. It's not going to be as cold. It's not going to be able to cool designated areas or a facility as efficiently. It's just not going to happen. That is heat exchange. That is what occurs when the air passes through the coils. So, which is why it's very, very important to keep coils clean. I think the majority of us have come across window units, window AC units in our lifetime. You know, you're in the front, you're in the inside, and you feel the cold air. But if you go outside and go to the back of the unit, you'll feel hot air being blown out, right? Being exhausted from the unit. And being young, I used to wonder why that was. Well, that's heat exchange. There's coils on that unit. When the air is being drawn in from the outside, the heat is being removed. So when it goes through the coils and the Freon was introduced, it would come out of the registers very, very cold, a quick and efficient way to cool a designated area. Now, it's the same thing with facility AC systems. Same thing. I mean, you go to a system, you go to the thermostat and you turn it on, and sometimes that air just doesn't feel cool, right? Well, that's more than likely because coils have been compromised. They're dirty. You could get a mechanical contractor out or your mechanical engineer, and they'll go and they'll clean the coils, maybe change filters. They might lube bearings, maybe change a belt or something. But it's those coils that have become compromised that is the reason why you're not getting cold air from your registers. Happens all the time. And it's because your coils get dirty. An EPA released a statistic not too long ago saying that 1/8 of an inch of dirt on your coils decreases their efficiency by 21%. 21%. When you're talking about energy conservation, that 21% works against you big time. This is why it's so important when you select air filters for your facility that you select a competent product that is proven to be able to keep vital mechanical equipment clean throughout operation, because that's the only way to maintain an efficient and effective HVAC system. And if you have an efficient and effective HVAC system, you're going to have the best quality indoor air that you can possibly achieve. Now let me show you some coils, some documentation that I've collected over the years. Now all of this contamination is downstream of filters. They're not doing their job. They rarely do, to be honest with you. They just prolong the inevitable. It is so important that these coils remain clean so that when the air comes in contact with them, efficient heat exchange is achieved. It's not achieved when dirt is covering coils, because then the air never comes in direct contact with the coils. So this is why there's no way I could ever endorse any pleated filters, any line, any brand. There's no way, because in my 30 plus years in this industry, I know how they perform. I know why they allow contamination. It's all the gaps, all the bypass that they're notorious for allowing when installed. When they get exposed to moisture, which is an element commonly found in all HVAC systems. Once they get exposed to moisture, they either buckle or outright collapse. By the time you guys get to it, coils are contaminated. It happens all the time. And this is why I push Fiberbond's line of pre-filters. They're cubes. They're links ranging from MERV 8, MERV 9 to MERV 11. They have the products that can repel molds and spores, repel moisture. They're durable, so they could take the elements longer period of time than conventional products and protect your vital mechanical components throughout operation. This is why I view myself as a expert in the field, because when I sit across from an end user and they want a product that will keep their system clean, will last longer than usual, that won't fail regardless of what Mother Nature throws at them, there's only one line of HVAC air filters that I will recommend, and that's Fiberbond products with Sporax. Anyhow, hope it helps. If you want to talk filters, please feel free to email me, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to share my knowledge and experience with you. Hope it helps. Take care.